Hi, and I'm back. So this is the second one for the day. We did one in Entrepreneur 101, and here we go. Is Bay worth your life? You guys find us on our YouTube channel if you like these kind of videos, if you have teenage daughters, if you have mentees, if you have someone that needs to ask themselves some of these questions or that could benefit from them. I'm going to need a cup of tea for this actually because it's very difficult to have these kinds of discussions without a cup of tea. Okay, so let me put the kettle on and get in it. Okay, so is they worth your life? This is a question that we have to ask ourselves. A lot of us are in situations with our client, our staff, and even ourselves where we have to ask ourselves this difficult question. If you have this boyfriend or this person that's in your life, and, hi sweetheart, every time he comes home, you're going through his phone, you got to check his phone because you don't trust him. You got to check his phone. You got to constantly be on his Facebook page trying to figure out what he's going to do next. I mean, you really cannot put trust in this guy. I mean, no matter what he does, something in your spirit is always telling you to check behind him. And it's like a full-time job. You're always checking, trying to see, oh, that's his cousin. Oh, who liked his post? Oh, he's here. Oh, I didn't know he was going there. He didn't tell me he was going here. I mean, it's as though you have a job checking up on this man. And then when he finally decides to give you some attention and he comes home or he comes around, you open up your leg and have sex with him. But yet and still, you don't trust this man. Now let's just get to the moral of this. You turn around and you have sex with this person who you don't trust. And normally, if you feel as though you can't trust someone, you shouldn't. Cheers. If you have a reason in your spirit to not trust someone, or if someone has a history of doing crazy, stupid things, and for some reason you just don't have peace when you're with this person, that's Lady Wisdom giving you the knowledge to make an educated decision concerning you, not him. Because oftentimes we go in the phone, we go in the computer, and we look and we find stuff, but we don't act. We find it and we know he's got a bad. I can't wait to confront him. Oh, why is he doing this to me? Clearly, if he's doing it because he's not impacted by how it's going to affect you. His concern is him. If you're going to be putting yourself in a situation with someone where you're giving them your virtue, access to the most sacred part of your body, including your heart, including your mind, and your special places within your where you carry your children, where you nourish your children, where you nourish yourself and other people around you. If this man can't be trusted, who's to say he's not going to come home one day with some kind of thing that he can't get rid of? I can't tell you, and I'm 45 years old. And you see this, I always have one of these wrapped around my waist because I don't want people looking, if I'm wearing stretch pants because I'm always walking, I love walking. I don't need people looking at my butt, and pulling and honking. And I always make sure that I visibly have headphones on so that if somebody is honking at me, that I don't have to give them any attention and they don't have to feel offended because of the fact that I'm not going to give you any attention. I'm not interested in anybody that would honk me down in the street. It is scary. When, you're honking, I'm scared, I'm walking. No, I put my headphones on and I keep my eyes straight ahead as to where I'm going. That's more important to me than you trying to hawk me down because you want to get in between my legs, because that's about 80% of what they want. Now, if these men are doing this to 45-year-old women walking down the street, can you imagine the even younger girls that are getting DM'd and harassed by men? Thank God for that, because guess what? Some of these men are not even interested in us women. Some of them are not even interested. They'd rather have another man. All this to say is that if you cannot trust somebody and he's doing things that are causing you to have to look in his phone, I know, I've done it. And I would advise you to do it, because when you find out, then you act on it. If you see he's doing something, or you find that he's not being faithful, then you need to take your tail on the phone. Ma, come get me. I'm out. Somebody come get me. Taxi, Uber. Pack your stuff and get out. Because anybody that's that disgusting, that they could be laying with you and go right into another woman's bed, or a woman that could go right into another man's bed, because men, you guys need to watch out too. Women are equally as opportunistic and will do whatever they have to do to get what they want, even if it's a new weave, even if it's their nails done. Some women will have sex for items. So you have to be very careful, both of us, on both ends of the spectrum. And if you're going to give your body to someone, if you're going to give your heart, if you're going to give your time, your good quality time to someone, and they're going to put your life in jeopardy. We have diseases nowadays that do not go away by a pop of a pill. We have diseases nowadays that when you have that disease, you are stuck with it for the rest of your life. Oh, but I love my kids. Don't mess with my kids. But listen, you're risking your kids not having a mother by being involved and staying involved with someone that could bring you home a disease. If a man is so concerned about sex that he will literally have sex with random women, what if that condom were to pop off? What if he were so high, so turned on that forget the condom, let's just have sex? What if the thrill of it? What if you have a man that's so intrigued with pornography that there's things that he wants to try and do, and it's just getting to the point where it's not even normal. It's not about the act of sharing a love-making experience. It's more about being a person that's just doing all kinds of absurd things. Take a deep breath, because I know I need one. In fact, I need a sip of tea. Take a deep breath. Sometimes in the middle of my teachings, I may be playing music because I want you to relax. Some of the information I'm giving, yes, it's very serious. And it's hard to take it when it's being sputtered at you. But I want you to listen to Music Soul Child and what he's singing about. And just take a deep breath. And if you have your tea, take a sip. His mind is going half crazy. He'd hate to walk away from her as if it never existed. Because when they kissed, the moment after, he looked at her different. Lately, he has to watch what he says. You take things personal nowadays. You used to laugh. Now you get mad. Damn, I just want my friend back. Okay, now, this may be the mindset of a man. This may be the mindset of a man when you guys first start dating. You guys are having fun. Some of you smoke weed, smoking, drinking, having a good time. And you guys are having fun. And then all of a sudden, it gets real. You're in a relationship. You guys are exchanging bodily fluids. You guys are sharing money, sharing responsibility. And sometimes if you're not careful, you can end up sharing a child. So things change. All of a sudden, it's not fun and jokes anymore. It's not a game anymore. All of a sudden, it gets real. And I just want to leave you with this. It's better for it to get real before you give in to someone and share these very important parts of your life. Before you become roommates, before you become lovers, before you become parents, before you get to the part where your heart is going to be impacted by this situation, by this relationship, by this experience. Take the wise road. If you're dating someone, especially someone and you're young and you're still going to school, you still have life ahead of you, you don't want to put yourself in handcuffs before you even get a chance to live life. Don't put yourself in that situation. If at all possible, take your time and get through this relationship as somebody gets through any other learning experience by taking precaution. You don't just open up your spirit and your heart and your time to people that don't have the best for you at heart. And the way you can discern this is by somebody who's willing to put your life on the line, his life on the line, the relationship on the line, just because they want to have somebody else's flesh to experience, to taste. This is ridiculous. When somebody really loves you, when somebody really cares about you, it's not going to hurt. Okay? And I love you. This is Chastity Child. Follow us on YouTube if you like these tutorials or you know someone else that may need to hear it. Because nobody is perfect and we've all played the fool once or maybe twice. And then it's got to be a wrap.